What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the CBSI Hot 10 show. I am here joined by some amazing guests again. Everybody say hello to the mighty Mel V. Mel, thank you for joining us again. And, of course, everybody say hello to the Bird City Comics crew. Thank you so much, Anthony and Laura, for joining us again. We got some fun stuff going on. Make sure you guys go check out the Bird City Comics crew, and definitely make sure you guys go subscribe to the Mighty Mel V show, or Mighty Mel V channel. Always fun stuff just popping up on there. Every once in a while, you see something pop up there exciting.
Cool. Every time. I want to know where you got that porn music from, because that was very delicious.
It was the free. It was the free shit that I could find very quick, man, and it works. Just to drive people crazy.
It was like porn bird watching music.
No, it's what Napoleon Dynamite listens to when he's getting his naughty on behind the door.
It had a Napoleon vibe to it. I agree with that.
Well, make sure you guys, again, go check out comicbookinvest.com. That's where the Hot 10 list is every Friday, a new list. Written by the one and only Ben Stein. So make sure you guys go check out that list every Friday, comicbookinvest.com. We're going to get right into it with the honorable mentions. And the honorable mentions this week, of course, we always got to start with our Golden Age honorable mention. This is an old school one, of course. The Golden Age books, you know, they always seem to have some type of racy thing on there, some type of racist or risque type thing on there. And it's definitely the same this week. This is one of those books that goes crazy, I imagine, just because of the swastikas. And people love that stuff in these old war covers. But this is Boy Comics number 10. And this is a very hard to find book that an 8.0 this week sold for $7,300, which is absolutely crazy. Swastikas all around the earth being chopped up by the hero crime buster. Nice original name, Ben says. And an 8.0 for $7,300, besting all other all-time highs in any grade. Absolutely crazy. What do you guys think about this cover?
I know I always get a lot of heat when I say this. I don't understand these gold, the thrill, the love for these books. Hey, more power, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you know, for me, it's that whole collectability of, like you said, is history. Some of my favorite comic books are the Black Panther runs when he fights, you know, the KKK and all that really controversial stuff. That in this time frame, the censorship, I think, is where it was at. Because if we did something like this now, people would have a fit about it. The printer would have to pull it. We couldn't release it anymore. Where these guys are like, it happened in the Golden Age comics. They put it on the cover, and it's history. It happened, man.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Old school Golden Age book, always on the honorable mention top 10. Our second honorable mention this week is an interesting one. This is On Raven's Wings, number 2. I was just explaining to the crew tonight that On Raven's Wings, number 1, is the first professional work, I believe, of Gerard Way, who is the lead singer of My Chemical Romance and also created Umbrella Academy. And it's a super pricey book. Number 1 goes for like $400 or $500, but number 2 is now starting to sell, and it's hitting $50 plus. And it's a tough book to find. Boneyard Press. But Gerard Way fans have been looking for this book for a long time, and when you do see it, it sells. So be on the lookout for this book. Crazy cover.
I know Gerard Way more for Umbrella Academy than I do My Chemical Romance. I don't know if that's good or bad.
I think there's a lot of people that are that way now because Umbrella Academy is fucking huge. It's an amazing show, absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
and
the comic, I did watch that thing. It was amazing. What type of art do you think this is? Because it kind of looks like an oil painting kind of style.
It looks like, you know what it looks like to me? It looks like creepy old school Norwegian death metal. You know what I mean? Like this is the scariest of Norwegian death metal dude right here that lit houses on fires and shit. And
you know what it was? Is he was hanging out and he was watching Princess Bride, because that's Indigo Montoya right there.
You killed my mother.
Killed my father.
Prepare to die.
And then he started painting. You know, he was having a good time.
He first, like, when he poured his first drink, he was trying to draw a kiss, and by the end of the bottle, he just said, "Fucking just crows."
Throw some crows, yeah. All right, let's get on to the list this week. Number 10 is a very interesting book that we're going to talk about. There we go. This book has been on the tips of our tongues for a long time in the spec industry. We've always kind of gone back to this book and said, if any of the second, third, fourth prints, start to take off, this is going to be the one to take off because it's different than the rest cover-wise. And it's what do they call this type of cover? This is the
design variant.
Design variant. There we go. This was one of the first ones to do that too, correctly?
If I recall correctly, yeah, one of the first, yes.
Okay.
Is it?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of design. It's a common ratio variant is a design variant now. So if this was out, they're definitely taking their bow to this book, and there she is, and all her angles.
Well, real quick, Ben says, remember when this came out and everyone wanted it, thinking it was going to do something in the aftermarket? I guess that day has come as copies are climbing to $50 to $75 raw.
Wow. Ben took the words right out of my mouth because I had a box of these somewhere. I was like, this is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one. Now it's the one.
Got it. You called it.
Yep. Well, if you send them out to be graded, because I don't know what the condition was like on these. I don't remember if there was any color rub or anything. But these books can be pressed pretty easily. So I remember the Edge of the Spider-Verse #2 was able to be pressed pretty well. Other than that color rub stuff, it was able to be pressed pretty well. So
me and my cousin ran through so many of those first prints, and oh man, I don't have not one left.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone that's joined us and is taking the time to chat in the live chat. We appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 9 this week. This is a big book. This is a big boy book. This is a book that I wish I could own sometime in the future. Albedo #2, the first appearance of Usagi Yojimbo. I remember seeing this book in Wizard growing up thinking this is unattainable. No one could ever actually find this book, yet alone, buy it to own because it was so expensive. And now it's back in the Hot 10. Who would have thought? So Ben writes, 9.8 copies sold this week for a staggering $23,000. That beats out. Yes, that's for Usagi Yojimbo, which is nuts. And Usagi Yojimbo holds a lot of space in our hearts for the guys that grew up in the 80s and 90s because he was such a big part of the Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
After Stan Sakai, did the Albedo stuff. So, and he even had his own series, which was great. But anyways, that beats out the previous all-time high of 7,000 set in 2018 and even outplaced a signed remarked copy in the same year for 18,000. Not bad for a lesser-known bunny character. Wow.
That's crazy. I mean, my Infinity Q50 didn't cost $23,000.
I know, right? That's more than our cars. But,
I don't think I've ever seen this book. And you guys, Mel, have you ever seen this book at a con?
Nope.
Yeah, this is one of those rare ones.
One of those.
Chris Wells. It's in his safe that he won't break out to send me a picture of.
if it's selling for $23,000, I'm bringing that bitch out every time.
I'll take it to the club with me.
Sleep with it, bathe with it next year.
Yeah. JJ Maxwell says Stan Sakai is the man. He is. If you guys ever get to go to a con and Stan Sakai is there, take the time to go just talk with him a little bit. He'll give you a quick head sketch and it'll be a badass little head sketch and he'll sign your book and he won't ask for anything usually. So really good dude.
Here's my shameless plug of the night. I've actually got a Stan Sakai autograph slab on my website, birdcitycomics.com. So shameless plug.
Nice.
We need a soundboard for that. Beep, 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 beep.
Reggae horn.
Yeah. Number 8. This is a weird one. Now, we're back into the variant game, the exclusive variant game. This is an exclusive variant, Star Wars Adventures Clone Wars Battle Tales #1. Peach Momoko variant. Out of 1,000, Peach Momoko is just super, super hot right now. It pre-sold for $20 originally and is now selling for $75, is what Ben writes. He also writes that 1,000 isn't rare. That's all he has to say about that. Now, 1,000 isn't rare when it comes to these store variants. What are your guys' thoughts on this book?
You got a hot character, you got a hot artist. Usually, I get a million emails from the company that sold this variant. I didn't get not one email for this. I don't know why.
Nope.
All of a sudden, it's $75. I mean, like I said, if you got one, great.
Yep.
Don't join my boat. Get on the back.
Throw it up there, make some money.
Just to do with the fact that it's Peach. I mean, like,
hot
artist. So
she's super hot.
Really, I mean, 1,000 isn't rare, but it's just the artist.
And I'm not spoked it as well as this one, but what was the word from last week with this whole Star Wars? What was it? Oh my goodness, you were saying the missing out. What was the word?
Oh, FOMO. FOMO. Nobody wants to miss out on anything Star Wars.
It's Arizona Public School right here. Sorry. But the FOMO and the Peach together, you're just making for success there.
I mean, it's Peach is hit or miss. It's okay. It's
okay. I agree with you. It's
I showed her some Peach work, and some of them she's like, "That's fantastic," and some of these, and she's like, "That's the same lady." And this kind of falls in that, you got Yoda, you got the lightsaber, you really can't.
It's all right. I mean, this could have been done by. Actually, I don't want to get myself in trouble here, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. I tell you one thing. She probably got carpal tunnel right now for all these store variants she's doing right now. That's probably why it looks okay.
That's why that background looked like that. She's like a little bit of blue.
Forget it.
The green.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was a sketch or something that she had already drawn. I know a lot of that happens sometimes with these exclusive covers and these bigger artists, but you never know. This could have been original specifically for this exclusive. On to number 7. Oh, go ahead, Neil.
No, I said no matter what, I'm still going to call it Peach Momoko.
Yep. On to number 7.
Yes.
Star Wars Dr. Aphra, number 1. Got to have a Star Wars book on the list. I mean, FOMO, like you guys said, Star Wars, FOMO, everything going crazy about Star Wars, especially these Star Wars female characters. We all know what's going on with Ahsoka. And if you're not in on Dr. Aphra already heavy, you've missed the boat on this one too. Ben writes, is there ever a week anymore without a Star Wars book? Nope. This one is a solid $40 to $45, almost double ratio just after release. Again, this is the Dr. Aphra number 1, Ashley Witter 1 in 25 variant from 2020. Crazy.
Tons of first appearances. If she does get her Disney Plus TV show, I can see a lot of the characters that were introduced in this book appearing on that TV show. Get it, tuck it away. Worry about it.
I hope it gets its own show. That would be so great.
Yeah, we love the Mandalorian stuff. And see, that's the cool thing with this whole Disney Plus and all these streaming services. That's going to drive comic books for a lot of us. I mean, like the Dr. Alpha, that drops. What do we have? That IG-88. We had some old John Tyler Christopher action figure variants, and people love those because that was the bounty bot.
Yeah.
And this book was done 5 years ago or plus. So I think this is exciting stuff with these streaming services.
The market.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Star Wars is it's exciting right now to collect, buy, own, read Star Wars comics.
And it's also a 1 in 50 that's selling less than the 1 in 25. So.
Yeah.
So get that before this makes the 10 list next Friday.
On to number 6, Blackwood, number 3. Well, beautiful cover, and Mel, you had a little bit of ranting about this book.
Peach Momoko, man, hot book was selling for $40. $40. Undercutters abused this book. The undercutter wave, you know about my waves. It's the undercutter wave. I don't think this book's gonna survive the undercutter wave. I see one sell for $4. It's selling for $40. Why would you put it up for $4? But hey, again, do what you want to do in this business. So, but
yeah, it happens.
It happens, and it sucks. But if the comic does well, I don't know much about this book. I haven't read it, so if the comic does well, you never know. But it's a beautiful cover, and for $15 to $20, $40 at the gate, like you were saying, Mel. The undercutter wave is harsh. It's harsh.
You got to survive that wave. Yeah.
If I remember Blackwood correctly, I think this is kind of like a dark Harry Potter type book.
Very cool.
It's Blackwood Manor type deal. The kids go there to learn the whole situation. The original cover art for like the A and B cover was really cool, kind of neon-y, black background. So I don't remember seeing the peach cover coming across, but yeah, Blackwood was a pretty good read. So maybe check it out for the book.
Yeah. Well, new book, $40 out the gate, drop down to 20 to 15.
I mean, 20, 15 is not bad. I mean,
no, but to see it as low as $4, woo!
I've seen it for low as $4. I mean, it wasn't up for long, but I've noticed now the only list is now for 25 to 30. But everybody who wants this book probably already got it for cheap. So who knows what happened with this book?
Evan Dorkin is the writer. Evan Dorkin has a pretty big following, so a lot of fans probably picking up this book. Evan Dorkin fans. On to number 5. This is an interesting one. The Daredevil number 610. This is the second print. This is the second print variant, I guess you would call. This is the first cover of the new character that was in 609, Vigil. Great looking character, really ominous, got that religious tone, great name. We all talked about this character when this book first came out, but now it's getting super hot for some reason, which I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I don't know what it is, but Ben writes, this cover is as haunting as I think it is. 9.8s have sold last summer for $20 to $25, which in fairness is low. Raw copies were selling in the $15 to $20 range, but raw copies are now selling in the $50 to $75 range, and 2 separate 9.8 sold for $425 to $450. Wow.
I know what box this book is in. I'm not even going to attempt to dig this box out. So just let it rot in that one box.
Send that box this way.
That box will never come out where it's from. I'm not going under there.
Yeah, let's hope that one goes up in price. But we've seen some of these second print variants go crazy. We saw the Anti-Venom second print variant go crazy. Of course, we've seen niche books like the Sandman second print variant go crazy. A lot of these crazy printings like this have the smaller print runs, but man, they can go up in price really quick. They can drop in price really quick too.
Oh, for sure.
This is the late show. They call this the late show printing. You miss out on the first print, fly through the roof because you can't get the first prints anymore. So yeah. This is for everybody that sleeps in on Wednesdays instead of getting out and about and supporting your local comic book shop. So
early bird, get that worm.
Your fault.
Yeah. Big shout out your man Stan. He says creepy ass character. Amen. That is a creepy character. That's for sure. It's good. It's a good villain. It's a good looking villain. I like it.
Amen's the perfect thing to say to that too.
Oh yes, right here for you.
On to number 4. Hulk. Now, this is an interesting book. This came out, I believe, Mel, you said 2011.
2011, yes.
Yeah. And obviously, you guys can see why this book is selling. You can just see the cover. This was when the 70th anniversary was going on for Marvel. And this is a David Mack variant.
Don't sleep on David Mack. David Mack is a beast.
He's got some great JSA variants, if I remember correctly. Ooh, beautiful JSA painted variants. But Ben says $5 to $10 book in April is now selling for $50 to $60. Only a couple currently listed, but let's see how many pop up after this recent price surge. Again, this is Hulk 36, the David Mack 1 in 20 variant, number 4 on our list this week. What do you guys think about this cover?
Sweet.
Yeah. It's kind of haunting to see it pop up right now. A little haunting.
Well, yeah, it kind of encompasses where we're at as a country, as a world, as a nation, actually. But, I like the look on her face.
Yeah, she's definitely standoffish. She knows some shit's going down. She's got her respirator.
Wear a mask.
She definitely would have escorted out of Costco because it wasn't up. You know what I'm saying?
Wear a mask.
So, yeah, this is the state of us.
Yeah.
In a comic cover that Mac has provided.
Yes.
And Mel, you're out there in New York. Are they still doing the thing every night at 7:00?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely, and definitely much props to all the essential workers out there, nurses, cops, firefighters, everybody's doing it.
That's right. You're a New Yorker, so you're like at the epicenter of this right now.
Yep. But as the weather gets hot, people just act like COVID never existed. I'm scared.
Oh well, man. Hopefully they can get
cheese right now, huh?
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't get as hot as it is out here right now, man. It's 110, 111 out here today, man. ACs ain't even working out here.
How do you even survive in that? Are the casinos open out there?
The casinos are not. No, we drove by them the other day just to look to see if the parking lot had any cars in them.
Yep.
I think that's not the only thing.
They set up a sprinkler and a lawn chair. And that's how we survive.
We sit there with our White Claws.
Just let it hit you with the White Claw.
All right. Yeah, everyday heroes. Yep, that's for sure. All right. On to number 3. Now, back to the Ultimate Fallout, the Spider-Man No More, issue number 4, Ultimate Fallout. Miles Morales' first appearance. This book has been on the list pretty heavy the last couple months. And just like Star Wars, Miles doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. The new Edge of Spider-Verse should be coming out soon. A lot of people are looking forward to that, especially a lot of spec people.
Yeah, Laura and I actually had this book on our show the week before last, so it wasn't in last week's top 10, and it was an 8.5 copy. The way Laura and I run our auctions is we always start the book at what we paid for it. So, we like to give people deals. We don't take advantage. It's not our deal. That book would not stop. It kept getting bids. And I'm thinking, like, guys, I reminded people, I'm like, hey, just so you guys know, it's at 8.5. You guys know that, right?
And I'm all, shut up. Oh, money.
And I did. I was like, hey, guys, 8.5, 8.5. But yeah, they kept going and kept going. I'm like, all right, do your thing, guys. I'm not going to stop you. But yeah, the book doesn't lose heat. If people know it when they see it, even new collectors look at that and go, okay, I know what that is. The movies drive it. I already told you guys last week that the younger crowd, Miles Morales is much more, gets a much more pull with the kids. He's more relatable than Peter Parker is. So yeah, I don't see this slowing down at all.
No. What was that? What was that print where he had his mask off? Was that the second print?
Yeah, the second print.
Yeah, he has it pulled up to about the nose, and
yep. And that one's crazy.
I'm waiting for that to blow. That's gonna.
It's already there, man. That's like I don't think that needs to be. It has to be up there. Like what's it going for now? Last time I think it was like $100 raw.
No way.
Yeah.
For the 9 plus.
I think at one point it was on the list a couple weeks ago, I think, and it was selling at one point for $100 raw.
No. And totally, yeah, dude, and totally off topic here. I love that he's a mixed race character, because I tell this to people all the time. It's only a matter of time before we're not anything. We're a little bit of everything, and so you can tell right here.
We got some hybrid.
You guys talked about your son, and your son loves this character, and he said he'll only wear Jordans right now because of this character.
That boy's got more expensive shoes than I do.
It should be like that.
The auctions keep going up so we can afford that shit.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I need Jordans. He needs the new LeBrons.
No, with you talking, he's gonna get Gordons.
Gordons.
Next best thing.
We just met somebody from New York. Mel can hook us up with some of that Gucci.
Ain't none of that stuff open unless you go to Canal Street and the little African dudes on the corner. That's the only Gucci you're gonna get right now.
FaceTime me, bro. I'm gonna need some of that Gucci.
Keep your eyes out for this book. If you don't already know about this book, then there's something wrong. On to the top 2, but before we get on the top 2, we just want to remind you guys, make sure you guys go check out comicbookinvest.com, like and subscribe. Check out all the new shows that we have on the channel. A lot of great stuff, great content going on at Tales from the Flipside channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. And definitely check out Vintage Voyage, great show. Tales from the Flipside every Monday night. 3 Comic Montes, a new show that's on Friday nights. It's very excellent. But don't miss Weekend Update with Nico on some amazing interviews going on there. Some good ones coming in the next couple weeks.
Shout out my man Nico.
Hell yeah, Nico's killing it, man. Also, again, check out the Bird City Comics crew. Make sure to go check out their Facebook page. They've got some great stuff over there, doing some killer stuff. Make sure to check out their Infinity frames. How's everything going with the Infinity frames? You guys shipping those out? You guys selling them?
Oh yeah, man, those are flying. So we got that Varsity Comics Infinity frame. It's super classy. You want it.
Well, I don't have Facebook, but I definitely want to support you guys.
Hold on, let me show you.
Let me show you real quick, and then we'll get back to this. But yeah, the Varsity Comic Infinity frame. This is what it is right quick. It is a crystal clear acrylic frame.
Yeah.
Top loads. Hanger in the back.
Nice.
Slide this bad boy right in there, just like so. Yep. Beautiful.
Very cool. Very cool. So make sure you guys check those out. And like Mel said, if somebody doesn't have Facebook, is there a way to contact you guys?
Absolutely. Yeah. Bird City Comics at Gmail. That's probably the easiest way. If you don't have Facebook. Homing pigeons, smoke signals. If you just make it rain with hundreds, I'll hear it and I'll come running.
No, birdcitycomics.com is the best way to.
Yeah, and we have our own website as well, birdcitycomics.com, as the lovely Laura has told you.
Very
you
cool.
Gotta pay, you gotta pay for the Jordans. So
yeah, they're getting expensive.
You know what? The Jordans and 2 kids in gifted. I keep telling them I try to sell them on community college, but they're not buying it. Both of them want to go to Harvard. So
Harvard.
But you gotta catch me when I'm drinking, and I just buy every fucking thing. So that tonight, the way it's going right now, I'm gonna be going to birdcitycomics.com.
Mel, I got special coupon codes for you. It charges you double.
Sounds good. My drug will probably pay for it too.
On to number 2 this week. Now, this is a weird one. This is the Venom number 25, the previews exclusive Funko variant. It's kind of an homage on what is this? Amazing Spider-Man 316, I believe. Using the Funko figures. Now, this book is going crazy right now. Basically, what Ben has written about it is it's selling for an insane $75 to $100 raw. I'm not sure why people are thinking that a previews exclusive would be worth that. If you do some digging, you will find that people have dozens of these. Expect a massive crash on this in the coming days. And Mel, I believe you talked about that you've seen long boxes full of copies of this book.
My man posted a picture. He had a long box full of nothing but these joints. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
75? Man,
$75.
I'd be knee deep in wine. That's a little.
Well, I'm sure the undercutter wave is hitting hard and heavy on this one. If there's that many of those out there, then this is going to see.
We're getting requests for it on our live show. We got a couple of requests for this, so people are asking for it. They know it's out there. They want it. So hopefully we'll get ours in before it does crash.
This shit shot up to $100.
Wow. Sold.
Really?
$129 sold.
Unbelievable.
That's nuts.
Well,
I mean, it's cute.
Hey, people.
What was it? The buy-in for this? It was like $75 to get the pop vinyls or something like that.
I have no idea about this book. I don't know about the buy-in. I don't know anything about the book
because it came with a pop.
Okay.
And the pop was the exact cover.
And they were probably able to then go because they didn't sell as many of the comics as they want, so they probably just bought.
I think what it was, you had to order a certain amount of copies of the comic to get the pop. That's probably what it is. That's what I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it was.
If that's the case, if any of you guys are watching the live stream, let us know, because if that's the case, there's a reason why people have a ton of these books right now, because they went hog on the pops, and you guys know Funko Pop collectors are ravenous. Laura, you're not a Funko Pop collector, are you?
Our kids are. You should see them.
Our kids are intense. Like, we have the Katniss from the Hunger Games, like this one that you cannot find. My daughter dug it out.
I went to touch it, and she goes, touch it and see what happens. And I'm not a small person. And I was like, okay, bro, backing away. So, yes, the pop collectors are a different breed for sure.
We're not in that realm yet.
I sold my whole collection for. I was up on the joint when they first started, and
I remember you talking about the Biggie and Tupac ones way long time ago.
I wrote an article for comicsheatingup.net on how to flip pops, and I got so much heat for that.
Nah, I'm glad you wrote it, man. People need to do
I'm ready to rock the boat on some stuff.
It's still there. Go to comicscittyup.net, man.
I got things to say.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
I got a lot of heat. So you motherfucker, you destroying it for the collective. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody knew about Pops already at that point. Shit. All right. Yeah. Also explain why Mel's buddy had a box of them. Yep. That is. If they were originally 1 for $6 Pops, then shifted to 1 per store. So interesting.
With the book was 1 per store, or the pop was 1 per store.
Looks like the book was 1 per store. It shifted to 1 per store.
Oh no! Dude, I seen a long box full of these junk.
Yeah, those poor flea market dealers letting go pop collectors down a decade from now. All right, rain in threes. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it, brother. All right, on to number 1. This is a fun one this week because it's at least bringing a little bit of excitement back into comics. This is a new book that people are going crazy for, and it sounds like they're all going crazy for Yellow Hulk. Yellow Hulk.
They're all yellow.
I know. I was just gonna say that. Like, what's
you got Yellow Hawkeye, Yellow Vision.
Yeah. Ben writes, Yellow Hulk, is this worth the $40 that people are paying the day after release? No clue, but it isn't surprising, I guess. To be honest, in the current excitement of the hobby as a whole doesn't have you glowing, you may want to start labeling yourself as a hater. Yes, there are certain things out there that even I scratch my head on, but in general, this kind of thing is great for the hobby, in my opinion. I'll agree with him at this point. We need excitement back into the hobby. I'm loving what Star Wars is doing. I'm loving what Miles Morales is doing. I'm loving seeing brand new books on the list every week. We need to see this type of stuff in the hobby everywhere.
The indie realm too, though, is just kicking ass. You see so many indie books out there being optioned now, which is just, again, another way to just push people into this world.
Well, it kind of makes you wonder that a lot of these people who, these producers and writers who were in quarantine went and found some new stuff to look at, and probably found a couple comics just laying around.
Yeah, whoever did the cover art on this one was sitting around going and Googled the word jaundice and was like, cool, Yellow Hulk.
Jaundice.
That's what I'm saying. Hulk hung out with Iron Man. Yellow Hulk.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing is, Mel, that your friend talked about the very first Yellow Hulk, which is where this image.
Shout out to my partner in drink, Lucas Fashina. He pointed out Yellow Hulk actually appeared in a What If comic. What If number 34? Right. Yeah, what if number 34 from 1982? Once again, shout out to Lucas Fashina. This is his not spec, but he brought this to my attention. Boom, there it is. Yellow Hulk, first appearance. Go crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Slow clap for him.
And look at the bottom lip there.
I can listen to you all day.
I know.
Give a big shout out to my boy. And, dude, all day.
I'm giving you hugs.
All day.
You should have been around for Drunken Chat.
Okay, I want to be on the next Drunken Chat.
Can we be on that one?
I don't know if I ever do another Drunken Chat again.
Like,
they last 8 hours all night.
Yeah, you're doing podcasts for 8 hours. My wife hated my ass.
We're focused. We're focused.
We're focused.
But it's very interesting, Mel, when he was seeing this image, Mel said what you read there in the bottom left. What if Power Man were white? That could never happen these days. If that happened, could you imagine if they put that out? People would go crazy. I can't believe some of the shit they put out back then. We see some of the Golden Age stuff, but this isn't Golden Age. It just blows me away, man.
Brian, if you think about it, this is the age where when we were kids, car seats weren't against the law. You could have your head out the window and be 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could go down to the park and your parents didn't know where you were at. This time frame right here was crazy.
The craziest shit, I see a commercial for cigarettes. Fuck's the last time you see a commercial for cigarettes? Oh, y'all crazy.
Yeah. Joe Camel, the cartoon. What was that, 20 years ago when that was allowed to be?
The Flintstones has smoking cigarettes for commercials. God, this is crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
How do we get away with that now?
Yeah,
kind of
crazy.
A little bit. The cigarette commercials that time that where everything kind of just went.
Man, where people were so offended by things.
Everybody's offended by everything.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Coming from a mixed family, we have a very small. Our filter is about this. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I like this. JJ says, like pea soup Hulk. Yeah, that's about what it is. I don't know. They're starting to make all these characters different colors, and you got the red Hulk, you got the green Hulk, you got the yellow Hulk. So we'll see what happens. Gray Hulk, yeah. It's
Red Hulk.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
You know what definitely they need a black Hulk and Venom, and the Venom symbiote need to infect like a brother, like a real Harlem dude. Like I want to see that.
Oh yeah, dude, and Black Hulk. I'm sorry, but that would be a badass cover.
That would be very cool.
My goodness, I'd be all over a Black Hulk cover.
I bet Daddy Case listens to this shit right now.
Yeah. Do you guys remember back when Marvel did House of M? They did a Hulk series in the House of M run, and the Hulk had like a white tattoo over his body. Do you remember that Hulk?
Yep. It was all tribal looking.
Yeah, it was all tribal looking. That Hulk was sick. I'm surprised we don't see more of that stuff. I love stuff like that. So
his son, what's his name? His son, Scar.
Scar, yeah.
He's a bad dude right there.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Hulk spec. I know Anthony, you're a big fan of Hulk. 377 is one of your all-time favorite covers. So it's nice to see
first, second, third print hanging on the wall, and those are my babies.
Yeah, it's nice to see a little bit of excitement back in this. The chat is going crazy right now. Now they're talking about something very interesting, and that is we were talking about the Power Man. What if Power Man was white? And they're talking about the Lois Lane 106, which is the what if Lois Lane? It was basically like a blackface experiment that they did with Lois Lane, which was crazy. And you can't find that book. I can never come across that book in the wild, ever.
Tell me more about this.
So basically, yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so this is crazy. I'll actually show you. So they said basically the book was basically saying what if Lois Lane turned black?
Her butt get bigger?
Like two midgets in a sleeping bag.
It's not. No, it wasn't a foreign issue. So the but
all right.
I'll show you. Here we go. This is the book they're talking about, and
I know. Ben, she's like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" My fault, Ben. I'm sorry.
Hold on, I gotta make a TikTok real quick. You know they do those ones. My dog broke. My wife broke. TikTok.
Look her thighs and her hips. See, her butt did get bigger.
Oh, that's Beyonce.
Respect right there.
She used Kryptonian technology to become black. Very interesting. Very interesting.
But I've never seen a black Kryptonian.
Yeah, right.
You use Kryptonian technology to be black.
She's supposed to be a Kryptonian.
Yeah, why she? Yeah. They also did this with Punisher back in the day. Remember they did that with the Punisher.
They do Outlaw. He's bad. He's a badass dude.
Yeah,
Outlaw's badass. Besides him being from Europe, but
yeah. But
you gonna get me in trouble today, man.
You're gonna my mascara run.
You know what though? I just gotta say these obscure comics are fantastic. You want to know one of her best comics that she has in her collection is?
Okay.
Superman and Big Barda make a porno.
Really?
She shows that off to everybody. Check this out. And I'm like, bro.
Make a porno.
He hooks up with her in this comic and she loves that book.
To your intro music, Brian.
Yeah.
Your intro.
I want to give a quick shout out again to comicbookinvest.com. There's a really good article up right now. Cover Tunes, a new Cover Tunes is out. Cover Tunes 109 is out, and it's called The Shopping Mall. And make sure you check it out. Mike Morella puts out Cover Tunes every week. It's a great article. He does.
Mike Morella's a beast.
He is. The guy is a walking Star Wars encyclopedia, and he does this on Darth Maul covers. But one thing that he really bummed me out about, and we're getting close to the end of the show, so I'll try to make this quick. But he talked about Star Wars Tales #9 being one of the best Darth Maul covers, and what he didn't talk about was Star Wars Tales number 9 has a B cover, which is a way better cover than the one he put up. How badass is that?
Yeah. Yes.
If you guys haven't already tried to pick these books up, good luck. Super hard to find. This
we're not gonna find them now.
Yeah, not gonna find them now. And
the person with my name on that second copy.
Yeah, you have 2 there, so
FYI.
But it's Vader versus Darth Maul. What a great issue! What a great cover. They do the old fight cover, like the Muhammad Ali type stuff.
Yeah.
The old school fight posters, super dope. So make sure you don't pass this one up if you ever see it. Make sure you get both Star Wars Tales number 9, the A and the B cover. But this is by far the best cover on that.
Rumble in the jungle and put the Ewoks in the background. Woo!
These are $30 books a week ago. Now that Brian, I ain't never gonna get one now. You might just send that on over to me.
Well, we'll see what happens. I think you'd rather get a Gamora number 1, and I got an extra one, brother. So
what the Bettina?
Yep, we'll have to do some talking, my friend.
I don't got nothing to trade. I'm not going to none of those boxes.
It's okay. We'll do some talking.
Anthony and Laura they were made to be a drunken chat, but too bad it's not going to happen.
Well, you just said it. You best yourself. If they were made to be on drunken chat, and drunken chat's not going to happen anytime soon, that just means you have to join us more, Mel. Thank you, brother. We appreciate it every time you're on the show. Anytime you get a chance to come on Flipside, any of the shows on Flipside channel, you're more than welcome. We'd love having you.
Appreciate you.
And make sure you guys go check out Bird City again. And I think we have such a fun time with Anthony and Laura that we're going to try and do something a little bit more permanent, get them on here a little bit more permanent, and you might be some fun stuff in the future.
I might. Before I go back to this is my off period for work because of the whole COVID thing. I might be back next Monday.
Hell yeah!
See my wife yell at me. So I'm being very loud, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Comics wants you too, okay, man? We gotta. This ain't over.
This is the start of something good.
And real quick before we get off, we just want to give a big shout out because we're streaming on the Bird City Comics Live page. I'm looking to my left, and there are 1 million happy and laughy emojis flying up. So apparently, I said something either inappropriate or funny, one or the other. It's usually what it is. But real big shout out to the Bird City Comics family. We appreciate you guys showing out the support.
Thank you.
Follow Brian. Check out whatever Mel creates because I'm telling you, this dude's fire. And I only met him about 43 minutes ago. I'm loving this guy right here. We appreciate all the support from everybody out there in the comic community.
And I want to, comic community, let me know if there are any other black Kryptonians, because if you got a machine to make you black, I want to know, is anybody that stepped into that machine? So I want
to reverse this. I want to walk around and be white for a while, see what it's like to not try to sit up straight when a cop's behind me. Hey, officer.
And on that note, we will see you next week.
Peace.
Hey, stick around, guys.